Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a really simple S-clasp, and here are some of the ways that I've used it before. It makes a really nice clasp for a bracelet. But this today is step 2 in teaching you how to make this pair of earrings right here. So in step 3, I'll show you how to do this little bead dangle, and we'll attach it to the S-clasp that we make today, and then we'll attach that to these ear hooks that we made last week, and then you'll be able to make all 3 parts of this really simple, elegant earring. Here we go. Today I'm going to show you how to make the S-clasp using this gold-filled wire, but if you want to practice on some less expensive wire before you go for the more expensive wire, sometimes I practice with brass wire, sometimes I use copper wire. I am using 18 gauge full round wire, and I'm going to use 2 inches. The tip of this is not flush, so I'm going to use my flush cutters and start with a flush tipped wire. All right, I'm going to start with my bench block and hammer the tips of these wires so that they're flattened out on both ends. All right, I'm going to make a whole one, and then I'm going to go back and make a second one so you can watch me do it twice. I'm going to grab this wire with the smallest end of my round nose pliers, and I'm going to make the tiniest P-loop I can possibly make using these pliers. So I'm just going to roll it away from myself while I'm holding it with my thumb. And then keep rolling until I touch the tip of the flattened end to the tail of the wire. And now I'm going to go to the other end and do the exact same thing in the opposite direction. I'm actually going to roll it the same direction I was, but it's going to look like it's the opposite direction when I'm finished. Sometimes it slides off, and that's just because I have it gripped too close to the end. Okay, and when I'm finished, it will look like this. P-loop comes this direction and then goes the other direction on the opposite end. I'm going to take this, and now I'm going to slide it up to the large end of the round nose pliers, the largest end. And now the P-loop is pointing away from me, so I'm going to grab this tail and I'm going to bring it toward me and around until it touches the tail, just like that. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other end. P-loop points away from me, tail swings around toward me until it touches. Now this one's a little bit tight, so I'm going to grab it just a little bit down from the big end, and I'm going to pull it to make that loop just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to do the same on the other end. And pull. Because I want these small loops to meet more toward the center of this middle curve. Now I'm going to hammer it, And I'm going to hammer these parts right here, this outer curve on both sides, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. It's going to give it some texture, and it's going to work hard on the wire and make it a more secure clasp. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other wire now, so you can watch me again. All right, tiny P-loop. Large end of the pliers, P-loop loops away from me, tail swings toward me, all the way around until it touches the tail of the wire. P-loop away, see how that's all wonky? It's not going to matter. The hammering will straighten that out. I'm going to pull this one out just a little bit more, see if I can get these little tiny loops just a little bit closer to the center. I'm pulling this way as I'm working. And there they are, super simple. Thanks for watching. If you got value out of this, please consider liking and subscribing and commenting. And tune in next week when we will learn how to make the simple wrapped bead that goes on the bottom. And we'll assemble all three pieces together and make yourself an earring. Thanks. Take 3.